Call the meeting to order. Now please rise. I ask you to join me in a moment of reflection about the business that's before us this evening. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Alderman Basso. Alderman Violet.
Here.
Alderman Clifford.
Here.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Present.
Alderman Key.
Here.
Alderman Kramarski.
Here.
Alderman McGovern.
Here.
Alderman McGrogan.
Here.
Mayor, City Clerk, Treasurer, and Attorney are present.
All right. Tonight we have a number of special presentations. Needless to say, that's why the big crowd is here. Bigger crowd than I've seen in quite a while. With that, City Clerk, you want to start with Sergeant Buka? Sure.
All right.
Nice and slow. Okay. Ready? Yes. Okay. I, Gerard P. Watka, having been appointed to the office of Police Sergeant in the city of Palos Heights, in the county of Cook, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Police Sergeant for the city of Palos Heights according to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Thought that'd be easy, didn't you?
That was the easy one.
You got Kevin Pomper?
Such a crowd, he can't get through.
Is Kevin here? All right, Kevin. Tom, why don't you use that mic?
Okay. Why don't you? Okay, we'll do it. You can just. Okay, ready?
Yes.
I, Kevin J. Pomper,
I, Kevin J. Pomper,
having been appointed
to
the office of Police Officer
the office of Police Officer
in the city of Palos Heights,
in the city of Palos Heights,
in the county of Cook,
do
solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United
the
States
Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of
and
Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I'll faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of Police Officer
of Police Officer
for the city of Palos Heights
for the city of Palos Heights
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
And I've got Community Service Officer Jeffrey Heffernan. Please come up. Jeff, how you doing? Good. This is for actions on Jeffrey's part, and we've got, on January 12, 2018, you heard a radio dispatch to respond to at 12400 South 100 block of 73rd Court for an infant that was choking and now unresponsive. Being close to the location, you responded to and were the first to arrive on the scene. You entered the residence and found the caller performing CPR on the infant. You immediately took over performing CPR on the infant until the arrival of fire department medical personnel. Your quick response, along with your calm and professional conduct, were critical to bridging the time before the child could be treated by medical professionals and help to ease the anxiety of the family members that were present. Your actions are indicative of your diligence, expertise, and attention to duty that are a credit not only to yourself but to the entire police department of Palos Heights. Congratulations on your outstanding work.
All right, 1 minute. 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 1 one more presentation. It's not on the agenda, but part of it is on the consent calendar, but so I will...
This is a proclamation for the Independence Day 100th anniversary for Lithuanian Independence Day. Whereas the year 2018 marks the 100th anniversary of the Act of Reinstating Independence for Lithuania. The act was signed by the Council of Lithuania on February 16, 1918, proclaiming the restoration of an independent state of Lithuania governed by the democratic principles with Vilnius as its capital. Whereas for centuries the people of Lithuania yearned and struggled to achieve freedom and independence while preserving their religion, culture, language, and self-identity, and whereas that element of self-preservation were evident in the Lithuanian immigrants who settled on the shores of the United States and contributed greatly to America by giving back to their adopted homeland, never forgetting their rich heritage, culture, and history and heritage. Whereas the country of Lithuania has proved its commitment to democratic ideals and is embodied in its restoration of independence in 1918 and the values and responsibilities associated with it, whereas we commend the preservations of the Lithuanian people who stand together against hatred, tyranny, and aggression and recognize their endurance and commitment to freedom, liberty, and independence. And whereas we recognize the rich cultural heritage and family values that are passed along to future generations through many Lithuanian musical, social, fraternal, education, and religious organizations. And whereas the Lithuanian community and people of good conscience around the world are commemorating the 100th anniversary of the Lithuanian Independence Day on February 16th, 2018. Now, therefore, I, Robert Strauss, Mayor of Palos Heights, and the City Council do hereby recognize and proclaim February 16, 2018 as Lithuanian Independence Day in the city of Palos Heights. And today we have the Consul General here from Lithuania. I'd like to present this to you, along with our City of Palos Heights flag.
Great, thank you.
So, if you'd like to say a couple words?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, first of all, this is a very important date for Lithuania, 100 years anniversary. This is a historical date. I would like to extend my gratitude to all the members of council, to you, Mayor, personally, for passing this resolution. This is important. This is important to my country. This is important to Lithuanians who live here in Palos Heights. So thank you very much, and I hope we'll have a chance to celebrate in the future all the 100 years.
Very good.
So, as you say, God bless America and God bless Lithuania. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, right back to consent calendar. Oops. We have the approval of minutes of the City Council meeting from January 16, 2018. Approval of the payroll and voucher list for the period ending February 2nd, 2018, and the approval of the proclamation I just made for the 100th anniversary of Lithuanian Independence Day. With that, I entertain a motion to approve the...
Second.
Moved by Alderman McGrogan, second by Alderman McGovern. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Yes.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Key. Yes. Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Okay, nothing in my report other than looking for a motion to adopt increasing the number of Class A liquor licenses by one for Zack's on Tap at 12231-235 on South Harlem Avenue.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Key.
Second.
Second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? Zach, you want to say words about anything?
I'm bringing my shop. That's
Okay, good. Good.
Something happens to me, Joey's in charge.
All right.
Yeah, we been at Zachary's will be 3 years in April, and we just took over the old rooftop tap. Currently, now it's going to be where it is, Zach's on Tap, so very family friendly.
Yeah, just trying to make it more of a family restaurant atmosphere than a bar, and we're looking forward to lots of nice things up on the roof in the summer.
Super Bowl, we had about 25 kids in a small back area. Families were able to hang out. Very family oriented. There's no more whatever the rumors were back in the day.
my name on the building, I know, you know.
And it's my food, and I've lived here for 30 years, so.
Very good. Well, again, I think you're in addition as far as, we're trying to upgrade the kind of restaurants we have in town, and we've been very successful in that, and I've done that with your Zachary's on 135th and Ridgeland, and I'm sure we'll do it with this too. But any questions anyone have?
I just like to say I've been there about 7 times now, and it's fantastic food. And I know that Alderman McGovern's in love with the duck fat fries. So
He taught me.
so
It's really good. It's,
we're excited.
we love
We're excited for you.
a challenge, and, we gotta take what it was and make it ours, and we'll succeed at that.
I'm sure you will. You're hardworking people.
Good luck to you. Good
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Any questions? Roll call.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
You're all set.
All right,
Okay,
thank you.
Thanks, Zach.
Good luck, Jake.
All right, motion to approve the reappointment of trustee George Jasinski to the Police Pension Board for a term of 2 years expiring February 4th, 2020.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Clifford, second by Alderman Komarski. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. City Clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have one announcement. A liquor hearing will be held on Tuesday, February 20th at 5:15 at the Palos Heights City Hall to consider a request for a retailer's Class A liquor license on the property located at 13440 South Ridgeland Avenue. Petitioner Jesus Herrera, doing business as Casa San Juan Mexican Restaurant. And that is all I have.
All right. City Treasurer?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No report.
City Attorney?
No report.
Any communication anyone have this evening?
I'd just like to mention, if anybody looked at the regional and the local papers this year, I'd just like to congratulate the mayor and our new treasurer for the laurels they got on their transparency and financial reporting, the award you guys got, and the city council as a whole.
Well, it's thanks, Jack, but it's more than that. I mean, it's been going on for 9 years. We've gotten the award, and I think it says a lot about the county staff in general, and Jim and his predecessor, Frank Oswald, and the dedication I think the whole staff and council have made towards transparency and creating a transparent government, which is the aim and what's going to be happening here from forever. So.
It's important. I just want to make that note to you guys.
I appreciate it.
Specifically in the paper, but it's council, it's the city as a whole, that the residents know that the representation you're getting, and we're looking after all their interests in that. It was a good job, well done.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Jack. Any other communication? Citizens wish to address the council? If not, finance.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Public safety?
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Municipal grounds and property, Alderman Basso is not here.
Mr. Mayor, I
You wanna take
have
it?
a
Okay.
report. Move to approve payment to Ellens and Mason Roofing and Sheet Metal Incorporated in the amount of $72,846 for work completed on the pool roof project.
Move by Alderman Komarski, second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes. Move to approve awarding the base bid for the City Hall Monument electronic message board sign to the low bidder, Carvin Klaus Sign Company, in the amount of $63,954. We've come into the 21st century.
Thank you.
Second.
Move by Alderman Komarski, seconded by Alderman Violet. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
I want to heartily thank that committee for getting that done and bringing it here. It's been a long, long time.
It's been a long time, but it's done.
And so did Public Works for not having to go out in the snow
Yep.
and change the sign.
Right. That was the primary reason.
I was going to say, you don't have to go out hanging out.
And having current events on there instead of things that expired a week ago.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Move to approve the proposal from True Green for the 2018 lawn care services weed control of the city parks, the metro station, and other municipal properties in an amount not to exceed $12,000. And there is a lot of grounds that this
Yeah.
covers.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Komarski, second by Alderman Key. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes. And that's the end of my report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Planning and zoning, Alderman Clifford?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. In the audience, I believe Ms. O'Hara is here. She's going to be the proprietor of what I'm about to announce, and she wanted a minute to tell
Sure.
what business was
Please.
in our hours.
I'm familiar with, I've been to her shop
Right.
a couple times.
Yep.
Chamber and stuff, yeah.
I would like to move into 7008 127th Street. I'm currently at 5418 127th Street. I've had a successful salon for 5 years. It's time for me to have a bigger spot, and that's a perfect spot for us. We mostly do hair services. Now we'll be able to do some nail services and facials.
Yeah, I said, she's been an active person in the Chamber of Commerce and had a number of
I'm on
charity
the
events.
I'm on the
and-
ELSA board.
Right.
I'd like to get involved with the Palos. You know, I hold fundraisers at the salon. I
Right.
hold meetings. I mean, I'm written up in your little paper out here now, the Village View. So if you guys want to know more about me, everything there's to know is in the paper.
Great.
So I'm excited to come into Palos and, you know, let's knock them out.
All right, thank you.
Glad to have you.
Good luck to you.
There was one request you made at the committee, so they're all aware of it, because of the expediency of your lease and to get in there.
Yes.
They asked for a waiver of the rules to try to expedite this tonight, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Motion to authorize the city attorney to draft an ordinance granting special use permit for the property located at 7008 West 127th Street to accommodate special uses as enumerated in section 153.151B 13 of the city zoning code, specifically to permit the building to accommodate a hair salon and spa providing barbershop and beauty parlor services.
Second?
Moved by Alderman Clifford, second by Alderman Key. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Move to waive the rules.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Clifford, second by Alderman Fulkerson. Discussion?
Mr.
All-
Mayor?
Yes.
Nothing is changing in the ordinance except the name and,
It's been this, it's
Right.
never been retail forever.
Right.
Everybody should have a copy of the ordinance in front
Right.
of them. It's exclusive of anything massage and
Yeah.
any of that.
right.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay.
No.
Well, you gotta
We got to move to adopt.
Adopt.
Last one.
Got a motion to adopt the ordinance granting special use permit for property located at 7008 West 127 to accommodate special uses enumerated in section 153.15B 13 of the city zoning code, specifically to permit a building to accommodate a hair salon and spa providing barbershop and beauty parlor services.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Clifford, second by Alderman Fulkerson. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
That's the end of my report.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, very good.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, Alderman Key, Recreation?
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Roads and Construction, Alderman Komarski?
No report, Mr. Mayor.
All right. License permits and franchises, Alderman Grogan?
Mr. Mayor, we have no report this evening.
All right. Water and sewer, well, you got a couple things there.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move to approve and accept the proposal from M.E. Simpson for the 2018 water distribution system leak survey for the city's water mains in the amount of $12,025.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Violet,
Second.
second by Alderman Fulkerson. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford. Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
To approve payment to Aries Incorporated for work completed on the 127th Street water main project in the amount of $140,319.45.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Violet, second by Alderman Fulkerson. Any discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
And that's the end of my report.
Thank you,
Mr.
Alderman
Mayor.
Violet. Appreciate it. Special reports, Business and Economic Development, Alderman Key.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Ad hoc Cable, Alderman Fulkerson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have a 2017 activity report for Channel 4. During the calendar year 2017, Channel 4 undertook several capital improvement projects. One exciting aspect of the project was the installation of 2 remote control cameras in the newly renovated City Council chamber. These remote cameras are the latest technology and enable control of live broadcasting and tape recordings within the Channel 4 control room. Thus, there is no longer a need for independent camera operators. In addition to the camera upgrades, appropriate background window coverages were identified and have been installed in the council chamber. In addition, as pardon me, as part of the improvement project, the Channel 4 recording studio was equipped with additional lighting and a new camera to replace a unit that was failing due to hours of usage beyond its expected life cycle. Channel 4 originated and produced over 200 programs during 2017 with a focus on transparency in local government, community awareness, and economic development. This production volume has created a high demand on existing equipment, and in the future will require the Cable Committee to consider the purchase of additional high-end broadcasting equipment. During 2017, Channel 4 added 2 additional volunteers to bring the total volunteer staff to 5. All volunteers participated in program production and accumulated over 1,000 hours of volunteer community service, producing and programming for our viewing public. We continue to welcome anyone in the Channel 4 viewing area, and by that I mean not just Palos Heights, but anywhere that you receive our signal, to join us if you're interested in becoming a member of the volunteer staff. And I would also note that volunteer time may qualify for community service credit for high school students over the age of 16 who are interested in learning more about television programming and production. That concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, I just want to commend, since Alderman Fulkerson, I mean, how many years ago you guys started this, but...
1998.
Yeah, before I got here. So, I mean, it kind of goes in hand with the transparency we talked about in financial reporting and the open government and things such as this. We kind of show everybody everything we do. So I think it's a good reflection on our government, and we hope many other governments can be the same way, but all we can deal with right now is our own, so we'll do that. So,
Mr. Mayor, I've received several compliments too since we've moved into this renovated room with the upgrades with the microphones and stuff, that people have said they can hear us much better and it's clearer, and I don't know why they're watching this as often as they do, but
it's probably 4 o'clock in the
but
morning when they can't sleep.
Love us being here and that at the rec center for sure.
All right. Any old business? Citizens wishing to ask questions?
I just got one more comment to
Sure.
make, Mayor. Okay, if you don't mind.
No.
With the upcoming snow and everything coming up this week, please, everybody, take your time, drive carefully. Rather than go 5 miles over, let's go 5 miles under. Please don't text and drive, and let's get home, everybody get home safely. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, just to piggyback on that, drove through a couple other suburbs today. No one compares with the Palos Heights streets, the side streets that I went down just to get here. They're all down to the concrete. And I can tell you, in some of the other suburbs that are around us, that is not the case. So they do a tremendous job.
Yeah,
I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
I was out there yesterday and today too. I agree with you totally. Okay. Any old business, new business? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?